You sleeping, Theban?
Visage, what's wrong with you? That's a snoozer hero. That is a snoozer hero. No,
it's support though, not core.
Okay, sorry. The only time Visage was a fun hero to watch was when tri-lanes existed. That was a badass Visage. You go into the tri-lane, you blast 2 spells, Visage gets full charges on his soul assumption, he just destroys someone with like a 300 damage nuke level 1 or something. That was fun.
Come on, man. That's not fun, because Visage just used to win the tri-lanes all the time.
Exactly. It's fun to play.
Ooh. Early gyro pick.
And Nyx too. This is something that we didn't see in our first series that we watched, but second series was banned and now it's out. What?
Oh, there it is. There it is. These guys are not holding back.
Theban's a non-believer.
The unpredictable, right? You know, it said something, they're gonna bust out something that's unpredictable. There it is, the Pudge. That is definitely something that Vici were not gonna contest, but you know, you gotta take it now, I guess. It's like, make Vici counter the Pudge, and then you counter all the counters that they use to counter the Pudge with.
I just need everyone in Twitch chat to know that B-Cop's screaming for Pudge techies in the Discord chat at the same time. Which, honestly, I mean, you know, Jinky has played it historically, so it is possible.
Yeah.
They go Pudge techies, I'm out.
Where are you going? You got nowhere to be.
Oh, I'm going to go watch on my 4K screen downstairs. Get the proper HD experience.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Can we talk about Pudge though quickly? Because I do think this hero is can be legitimately okay. I think not first phase potentially. Okay. Well, because people think it's dog, right? It's like people think it's awful. Okay, but I don't think it's awful. I think it has a place in the game, but I wouldn't have prioritized it as highly as this. So, the shard is like the biggest thing about that hero, right?
Yeah.
In that you have the save, and it's huge, and you have double save because you have hook as well. So it can be really strong. You can flex it between, I think, POS 3 and POS 5 are the main two, and I think Gyro Pudge is a really strong lane because you have the rocket to set up for the hook as well. There's lots of cool things you can do with that hero.
Yeah, I mean, the hero has definitely has potential. The only thing about Pudge is you need to get to 20 minutes before you have that next stage of impact, apart from the laning stage and the roaming that you can do. So it's like a 10-minute window where it's hard for you to find things on the map for you to accomplish. But I do agree.
So you don't.
Yeah, exactly. You either hit hooks or you don't, and then you're just very sad after. But at 20 minutes, you're right. You know, you get that shard. There's a save factor. That's nice. I like Pudge against Faces Void. You know, you chrono, you hook somebody out. That's sweet, but it's none of that situation. You talked about how they picked it early, but I think you want to reserve your key heroes later in the draft so that you're countering more things in the draft. Pudge doesn't really counter anything.
5 seconds
remaining. I really like DP Pudge, but they've just banned DP on LGD, which makes me very sad. But DP Pudge is very funny because the ghosts keep going when you're inside the Pudge. So you can literally just eat the DP and run at the enemy team.
Yeah, but then now you ate the DP and you're running away.
No, you're running in.
Well, if you run in, you're dead. You're Pudge. Pudge is not even tanky. It is a support.
No, let's go. Just get a fluffy out. You'll be fine.
That's only because you'd never get any kills on it, Theban. When I play Pudge, I get so much strength.
Damn.
Right?
You got me there. You really got me there.
So, Nyx Timber, what do they pick into it? They're going to go for the Hoodwink. Okay, yeah. Could have seen this one coming. Sure, Hoodwink is good right now. That's the main takeaway.
I mean, that's a way to hit the hooks, right? You just pin them to a tree and they're stunned.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep. Also some break for the Timbersaw, which... it's not necessary, but it helps sometimes. Stop them getting them stacks, which can be pretty annoying, especially against a gyrocopter.
And it still means they can flex the Pudge as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, LGD, they're the type of team that's willing to put the Hoodwink at the 5 as well if needed. Or the Pudge at the 5. Right now, this Pudge could be 3, 4, 5, and so can the Hoodwink. Even the gyrocopter, because Gyro 5 is also good. So... it's interesting because they're just flexing everything. This gives me Wings vibes right now, which kind of makes sense because they have 2 Wings players.
funny because we had a conversation yesterday about how B Cup absolutely despises it when someone calls a team a wing style team, especially LGD. Grimstroke. It's gonna be it. All right. I mean, I don't really see much combos here with his ultimates, but the Inkswell's certainly looking really, really nice with the Nexus and the Timbersaw. And that's really what the hero is about.
Yeah, I mean, you have so much aggressive potential with this support duo as well, right? If it is Grim support, which it probably will be.
And the shard to break people out.
Oh my god.
LGD, okay.
I mean, we asked for one thing that was a bit different. You know, they've given us 2 so far, and there's still 1 pick left.
They watched RNG's game and they were like, we can't let these guys become the new cool kids on the block. We've got to do it. Quickly, pick Pudge and Ricky.
5 seconds remaining.
Where does this Ricky go, though? Are they playing, like, Gyro 5, Ricky 1? Or are they playing Ricky 3?
I don't know, but they've picked it 3 times this patch and have won every single game with it. So, GG, I guess.
Oh, okay, go next. Fair enough.
Go next. Oh, one thing I just realized as well, Grimstroke with the Shard versus Dismember and Homing Missile and all that stuff. Beautiful.
Well, there's a hero we see sometimes. Magnus, yeah.
Usually in the hands of LGD, but Vici gonna take it for a spin.
You know, I can stick to analyzing Vici and, like, you know, because they're still in my realm of knowledge. And you guys take over LGD. Seems a bit more suitable, you know. I'm sure you have experienced Ricky and Pudges in your games.
Yeah, you saying the Pudge Ricky draft is more on our level? Well, you're right.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, bang on.
But yeah, this Magnus, like, you know, Vici has always enjoyed playing these kind of drafts with Mag getting the harder carry, you know, delaying the game, letting their hard carry do his job later on. I think they got a lot of options, and Juggernaut was a very good ban for them. For FGD, that is.
Yeah. I mean, what's good? I mean, I do think you need to think about the Ricky here. Mm-hmm. What are good carries against Ricky? Because you want something which doesn't really care
Phantom
too much
Assassin?
about Smoke Cloud.
I think PA is great. What'd you say?
Is PL okay?
PL, no. You don't want to play Magnus and PL together. Like, they're just not good together, I think.
Okay.
I think Phantom Assassin is great. I feel like Lifestealer has a lot of potential in this game. It's good against...
Unfortunately. LGD
right,
banned
it is banned. That is true.
I thought about that. I mean, the moment I see Jug, I'm always looking at Lifestealer because that's just my ape brain going, Magic Community? Yeah, that's... yeah, that's
well, this could be the position 1 Magnus as well, which like they have done, right?
What would you pick 2 then if you were going to do that though? I mean, like,
you can pick another mid hero. They did Dragonite the last time. They had a Dragonite in the draft.
Yeah, Dragonite's one of the best heroes. So like...
PSG.LGD.
As a storm. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be the position 1 Magnus, guys.
Nice. I like this. Get the Echo Saber, get the Blink, follow the Absolute
God.
Storm, but LGD respond with the Wyvern.
It's a mid Wyvern,
and
no,
it's going to be off lane.
Why is
Wyvern,
Arme playing Pudge?
mid Ricky, and carry Put.
Oh no!
I love that they're playing Gyro 5 Pudge 1. That is some top tier gameplay to me. This is unbelievable.
And it's a Pudge against Timber too. Actually, it's not that bad. He's got pure damage, right, with the hook. So you can, and you have magic damage too. So you're not too affected by the reactive armor. You can kill the Timber in the early game as a Pudge. But this is just absurd, guys.
I like to think that they've got a giant wheel in their boot camp with all the heroes on it, and every single time they just go, right, position 1, what do we want? Spin the wheel! Oh, it's Pudge, there we go. Here you go,
That's
Arme.
a big wheel with a lot of heroes. What they've done is,
they pick 5 heroes that can play any role, and then they all do the slash roll thing in chat, and they all
yeah.
They all pick their hero based on that, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not even going to ask your guys' predictions because I don't really think there's much. I don't really think there's much point because this is just lunacy. I mean, is there any kind of reason or rhyme in this LGD draft that you guys can see, or should we just get into the game and see what the hell is going on?
I think they have some ideas as to what they're doing. They just want to fight. Maybe they're using this as some kind of like a team building activity for them. This
team
tournament
building exercise.
Yeah,
if we can win this, then we can win anything.
Yeah, just pick like a bunch of killing heroes. Just like let's just run around, kill shit, and let's find a way to win the game. With these heroes or something like that. Like there are teams that do that, and it kind of makes sense right before TI. I can't really say that they have some kind of solid strategy because Pudge carry is not a real thing yet. So you never know.
It's a trustful. It is a trustful game. Alrighty. Well, for this trustful game, we'll trust your ears with our casters, who are going to be B-Cup and Mo Farah to take it away with this game. It's LGD versus Vici Gaming here at the OGA Dota Bit. Take it away, boys.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. I cannot wait. I can't wait, Mo.
B-Cup, why is Theban a non-believer?
I don't know. But I will say, I had to go back and look at, because Ame's got 2 profiles on Dota Buff.
Right, okay.
So the one he's currently playing and his old profile, and I had to look at both those profiles to check his Pudge stats in pro games.
Let me guess.
He has played 2 games.
What's the win rate?
50%. And the last time he played a pro, I don't even know if this is safe lane Pudge because I'm looking at the roster. I assume it was. It's such an old game. It doesn't really have great stats. But I think it was a carry Pudge in February 12th, 2017.
That's not that long ago.
But it was some rando pickup league, I guess, because it was Ame, ROTK, Mugi, Just, and a guy named Happy. But he did win that game against SCCC back in the day.
Are you ready?
Oh! There it is. There's the hook. And there is first blood for the carry Pudge.
I think Storm's in trouble.
Well, he might be dead here too. Hook off cooldown in 2 seconds. He's got it. And there it is. Double kill for the Pudge.
Where you at, Theban? I can't hear you. This is it. It's time. Pudge 1. Pudge 1 fans, rise up.
Your pubs have all just been ruined. Literally, in that singular moment, they've just all been ruined.
I will say the Pudge axe is pretty good against Timber, though, because it reduces healing, right? Which is quite nice. That's a small little niche thing.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering why Ame brought no mana to the lane.
Well, I mean, if there wasn't that fight at the start, he wouldn't need it, right?
True.
But he does have stick, so...
Well, 9 charges, all right. Fair enough, fair enough.
And he's going to be against this Mag who's going to be... Sorry, not Mag, Timber, who's going to be spamming Whirling Death in lane as well, so it has good value. I think stick against Timber's nearly always good.
The value is there. I'm super excited to see this. Although my excitement was very tempered by the phrase something something wings something something.
You tell him, B-Cop. You tell him. Okay, well, it's turned into a 2 versus 3.
Okay. And unpause. Oh, we're getting some reconnects. It's going to be a quick pause, guys. You guys just don't understand how pauses work. It's a disconnect, a reconnect, and then you're good. Normally. So, just be ready. Because when this game starts back up, things are about to get hype.
As if they weren't already. Come on.
True.
You got 3 kills before the horn went. What more can you ask for?
Even more variation in heroes. If LGD win with this lineup, I don't know if I could doubt them in this tournament ever.
I mean, you have to say for them, though, they're probably very tired of this patch and everything, right? Like,
so why not make it fun?
They won the major. Like, they've played in I-League and stuff as well. You know, if they just want to have fun and, like, do some crazy things, why not, right? Because they've earned it.
Yeah. Ooh, Innocence. Seeing trouble? Not looking like it. Although, Pudge about to hit that level 2 mark. Feels like it's been slow to level 2, but that's because of the pause. Just kind of, pauses sometimes feel like they throw off my, like, internal clock of where everybody should be.
Yeah, I get that.
So now he's got Rot, which is great. Nothing to say.
Oh, that's nice.
On this mid Ricky.
You said he was dodging remnants with the tricks of the trade.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Yes, 10. They both have 10 CS. Like, the Ricky's doing okay.
Is this a shard kind of game? Sweeping dart into like a hook?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you probably don't go for it first, though, right? Like, you go for this, like, defusal, probably another item, and then maybe you go back for the shard, but... I mean, this bot lane's going pretty well so far. It obviously gets a lot more difficult at level 3.
Right.
It's still okay at the moment. Oh, those creeps getting lost are a big deal, though.
At some point, you think he's kind of got to get over there.
Very brave to send out that against the Knicks when he, yeah.
Although he sends it out and he spike carapaces, it's not the worst thing in the world. Although PYW getting one of those denies, and now just harassment coming in from Innocence. Ooh, little impale. Level 3 for Innocence. Oh, the hook hits on a PYW. What? And now he's on a killing
spree. The rocket
spree.
changes.
Oh, Rot coming in. Old 11's in trouble. It's 4 kills for Ame on the carry Pudge.
Hey, that's where you are.
Oh my god. DYL top. He is low. He's not dead just yet, but finally falling to Jinkyu. 5-1 for LGD. And Ame hooks the bounty rune, picks himself up a ring of health while he's at it.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
The thing is as well, like this Pudge with the XP advantage, actually, I think he feels okay in this lane. Like, it's not great, obviously, but, you know, getting to that level 6 first would be a big deal. 1k net worth up, B-Cop. Never in doubt.
The more and more LGD take the lead, the more and more your pubs will be corrupted. I mean, at this point, I'm already planning to play a hard carry Pudge game and get reported by my 4 teammates.
Oh god, look at his net worth.
Yeah, 2,600. He's up there.
Jesus.
He's ready to go.
Unreal. What a fun game. This is what I was asking for before the series, though, you know?
Yeah.
Just do something crazy. Why not? You've won the major. You know, you got nothing to prove.
This
like even saying, if you can win with this lineup, you know, what you can win every game forever.
Yeah. If you could dodge a ball or dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. I mean,
their lineup is what I thought they'd play role for role. Apart from I thought they'd swap the gyro and the Pudge around. I thought they were going to play gyro 1 Pudge 5, but Oh no.
But this is better.
Yeah, this is better.
This is better as Poyoyo falls up in the top lane. Inkswell won't land on anybody, and LGD have themselves a 6-1 lead. This is the kind of lineup and position allocation for heroes that maybe you'd get fined in another MOBA for. Oh, you good. Pokemon Unite.
I mean, just Twitch chat, forget everything you know about Dota.
Except for fine dining and breathing.
Yeah, exactly. And just enjoy this. Enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. Just sit down, relax, enjoy this. Realize that your name is just Beef Wellington. Oh, the bushwhack with the acorn shot. Here comes the gyro. They're going to try and land this. Ori. Ooh, he's out of mana now. Dangerous.
Ooh, clips.
Still dangerous, though, to try and jump this. You've got nothing to say coming over. Rocket Bros coming in, getting mitigated by that ghost, but Ori, he's dead.
I'd have done that one for free.
That was... I can't believe it still went for it. He had no mana.
Yeah.
I know he had bottle charges, but even so, that was pretty wild.
Maybe not the play.
Maybe it was, though.
Well, I don't know about that.
How's the spot lane going? Tim's almost level 6. I assume Pudge is almost 6 as well.
He's a fraction
there you go.
Away, and now he's got the dismember. He's dismembering. He's got the rot, and that's it. Cool. All right, got it. Nailed it.
And you just want to use it to harass and lane as soon as you get 6, really. Like people, people would say, oh, just hook dismember kills. Like that's what people do, right? But I mean, dismember's just a really good harassing tool as well. Early on, if you're playing
Faith Beyond, he's got Winter's Curse, and Faith Beyond is this off-lane Winter Wyvern with a Falcon Blade. Winter's Curse onto the Timber, and Timber, he'll fall over and die. Why to follow in the grave, but they've got the Dismember on the DY with the Rot. That's a mega kill streak here for Ame.
What is happening?
A 4-man rotation bottom. That is what is happening.
Oh, the bushwhack!
Storm. Hook. Off cooldown. Not going to matter. They already got the kill on the Storm. Now they're going to look over at PYW. Is this a full team wipe in the making? No, because Magnus is still top. But... Oh, okay. All the skill shots missed. Never mind.
Incredible, though. What a game.
5-0. He's 5-0.
What I love is that we've had 2 series that have been quite slow so far, right? A lot of the games didn't have a huge amount of kills in them. The first few minutes had quite a lot of action, but then it slowed down a lot. This game will not be the same. This game will bleed. Yeah. There'll be kills everywhere.
Oh. Ori going in. Ori going out. Ori in trouble. Nothing to say. Sticking with him. You let the homie missile hit him. Oh, dismember, sharpshooter, and a kill. Ame now unstoppable.
See, you guys all think Timber counters Pudge in lane. Look at the net worth. You can't be more wrong, guys.
Yeah.
Look, this is what teams need to do against Timber. They should have been picking Pudge all this time. We didn't realize. LGD was still figuring out the meta.
You guys were all in chat saying, but Timber counters the Pudge. Well, now we know whose MMR is really small. Says guy with smallest MMR, including chat.
Look at the double Falcon Blade from Wyvern as well. Yeah.
Oh my god, what is this?
I mean, that item's really good value though, right?
Yeah.
Like HP, damage, and mana? Sure, but 2 of them, yeah. I mean, okay.
1 for each
That's
hand.
crazy.
Bushwhack. And there's the hook. Sharpshooter.
Oh, they got the damage though.
No, they got him.
It's another kill for the Pudge.
Oh. Ori? He's fine, he's fine, he's fine.
He wants the courier. No way.
Okay.
Old 11's like, oh man, this game couldn't get any worse for me. And then his courier dies. So sad.
Oh, hey, Magnus is doing okay. He's taking a lot of damage. damage from Faith Beyond, though. Double Falcon Blade.
Well, I mean, Arctic Burn, I'm assuming he's maxed it on the Wyvern, right? Oh, he's got 3 points. Okay. But, I mean, that skill does so much damage. This is what we were talking about earlier on in one of the other series. I can't remember exactly which, but... I mean, that item... Sorry, that skill is crazy. Like, especially against these tanky strength heroes like Magnus and Timber. Arctic Burn just rips through them.
Do you just go Ags here? Well, he's going to go Blink, but I was kind of hoping that Ame would just go, like, straight Ags.
Well, he's not really the one, though, is he? This is... I think we talked about this in the first series today. When you have 3 position 2s, it's so cool. And they have, like, Wyvern, Ricky, and Pudge, right?
Curse is available. He was looking. DY, Inkswell, not going to matter. He'll end up dead to nothing to say. He's on a killing spree, and there's the Blink Dagger picked up for Ame.
It's basically like Pudge 1, Wyvern, and... The Ricky 1, Pudge and Wyvern are the 2s, right? Because Ricky gets a little bit more farm priority. Which is cool. You know, this is something that people have been doing with, like, Lina mid as well. Where Lina basically becomes this hard carry, and you have these less farm-intensive side laners.
They're going to look with this Blink to make something happen.
He's so rich on this Pudge. Like, you think of, like, carries that can just AFK farm really quickly, like Lunas and Magnuses and things. And this Pudge, because of he's 6-0-1, he just has so much more net worth. Nyx breaks the smoke. It's really well played. And they're going to look to try and...
debut this Blink somewhere. Inkswell, and there's the Dismember. Bushwhack and a kill. Ame now wicked sick. Oh, Sharpshooter comes in, breaks the Nyx Assassin. There's the Blink with the hook. Double kill. And now Poyoyo looking for an RP. It ain't happening today. Why trying to run as Ori's got a homie missile coming in. But there's the Winter's Curse. They've got him locked down for Ame to get a triple kill. He is godlike on this Pudge. Whoa. That was O and Blink in one word. Blow. Thought he was about to get himself an ultra kill. 9-0-1.
This is something special, you know. Everybody needs to remember the day they were, like, where they were on the day that they watched Army play
old 11.
Pudge.
And no! Ends up dead, and now they're going to go for old 11. They might lose nothing to say. They get the kill in the PYW, and now they'll find themselves nothing to say. A little bit too far off the mark.
Guys, why is my Pudge feeding? I mean, that is the thing about the Pudge versus Timber, though, right? It does go both ways. The Timber, when it gets to this point in the game, does so much pure damage. And, like, they're taking the strength away as well from the Whirling Death. Oh, dear.
He just took 260 pure damage from the Timber. Although it says like 302 and 587 physical damage from nowhere.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
On the death recap.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's fine. Don't overthink it. Oh, he's going Shroud first on Pudge. Okay. Or after Blink, sorry.
Ace picked up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Blink. Spike Carapace. Bushwhack. That lands, but they've got the silence on the Ame. He's still working with that haste. He can't hit a very slowed target. Now the Impale comes in. They've got the Storm coming through, but the Winter's Curse should save him. Ame thinking about going back in on this. There's the Blink into the Dismember. They've got the Inkswell. RP coming out onto Ame. He'll end up dead. And the Whirling Death, they have the damage. They'll get the kill. And now, can Vici get out of this? Because they've lost this Storm. Call down coming through. There's the kill on a DY. Make it a third. Maybe a full team wipe if they're not too careful. Old 11 right into the Rocket Barrage. And Old 11, he's surviving the Poyoyo wall. Triple kill for nothing to say. Old 11. Oh, man. Getting another kill and nothing to say.
So there's 3 heroes that survive that fight: the Timber, the Wyvern, and the Hoodwink.
Those are the heroes we thought were going to survive. Going in on a Faith Beyond. Was looking for an Ags, by the way. Hook avoided by Old 11. That was pretty slick.
I think he tried to hook the Wyvern, though. And he stopped moving because he healed himself.
Maybe? So from 9-0 and 1 to 9-2 and 5.
Easy.
And now he's going for the Ags.
Did you see how much damage the Whirling Death did to the Pudge, though? It's ridiculous.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's so much.
Dire are scanning.
He's got 10 stacks of Flesh Heap.
More strength to take away.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
easy.
is under attack.
He's rotting pretty low right now.
Yeah, he is going Axe next.
Dire's top tower.
I honestly thought he'd consider going BKB first and then go back for the Axe because of how much a threat this Timber and everything is, but he wants the Axe, baby.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Diffusal for Ricky coming out on the Courier. The finishing touches to that. Got 3.5 minutes until Shard is available. We'll see if he picks that up for the Sweeping Dart.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
They really need
Diffusal
this.
could be a big difference maker.
Yeah, it could. They really need this mid-tier 1 as well on LGD. That's kind of what's been their big
Radiant's bottom tower is
downfall
under
at the
attack.
moment. They don't really push buildings very well, though. They have a Pudge, Ricky, Wyvern course, you know?
Radiant's
Buildings are going to be their
Right.
worst
bottom
enemy
tower
this
is under
game.
attack.
Oh, Grove Bow for the Wyvern. Good stuff. Love to see it.
He's also going Ags. So Gyro,
Yeah.
no Ags yet.
Dire's top
But
tower
Hoodwink,
is under
Ags,
attack.
yes. Winter Wyvern, Ags, yes. Pudge, Ags, yes.
I mean, the Hoodwink Axe is really strong. I mean, that shouldn't
It's
be a shock.
something... Yeah, which... This is a different build than the Hoodwinks we've been seeing before. And a little bit more... akin, I don't know if that's the right word, but I'll give it a shot. Chat will correct me. A little bit more akin to what FY does with Hoodwink. Plays a bit more aggressive, goes to an earlier Ags where we've been seeing Aether Lens from these Hoodwinks earlier on with Arcane Boots. Before it.
What boots has the Wyvern gone for? Sorry. Did he go Treads on the Wyvern?
He's gotten Treads. He's on the Int Treads. Ball lightning with the Vortex. They've got the cooldown coming in. The Winter's Curse on a 3. Is it going to be enough to get the kill here on a Warrior? They've got the Silence, and here comes this Magnus. They'll take out nothing to say. They're taking out Jinkyu. That's going to be 2 dead. And, well, Innocence, he'll join them. They hook Old 11, but I think that just makes things worse for Ame as he doesn't want to be near that Timber.
Attack.
Oh no. Guys, the Pudge is falling apart. What do we do?
The team is kind of falling apart here.
Hitting the panic button a little bit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Stupendous.
I mean, the problem is they have, like,
Is under attack.
all 3 of their cores have, like, so little burst damage within them, right? So, when you're playing against this, like, Mag and Timber and stuff, like, you can't really deal with them very well. Here we go.
They're going to try it again.
Radiant's middle
And, ooh. BYW low. Bushwhack comes in.
Because the thing is, they can fight all the time, right, LGD? They have strong fighting heroes. But how do they ever take objectives? Like, maybe Roche they can because of the Ricky backstab. Dealing extra damage if somebody else tanks, but it's still not particularly quick.
Radiant's bottom tower
I do
is
think
under
that this
attack.
Ags on Winter Wyvern is going to be pretty
Dire's middle
significant.
tower
Yes,
is under
yeah.
attack.
When you're not limited to what you can do with that ability, it feels like it's going to be more dangerous. And they're going to go for the Timber once again. Look at the damage that Nothing to Say is doing. They've got the Dismember, Tricks of the Trade. They'll get the kill on Old 11 when they catch him alone. That is when they can do some damage.
The question is, they get the kill. What do they do with it now, right? What's the +1? Are they just going to be farming? Are they looking to run at this mid-tier 1 again, maybe?
I would say farming because they're close to Ags on multiple heroes.
Yeah, okay.
Inkswell
Here's the
on
farm.
PYW, ball lightning all the way in, out onto the gyro. They get the kill on a DY. Nothing to say gets the credit on that one. The Winter's Curse, and now that locks up this Storm. Bushwhack, Sharpshooter getting charged, hits onto the Nyx Assassin, make it a 4th kill here for LGD.
Oh,
ooh, maybe a full team wipe. Hook hits. They've got the silence. They have the tricks of the trade. Triple kill for Nothing to Say. Full team wipe for LGD.
They were going around the edges of the panic button, but they cancelled the order. It's fine. Don't worry. Everything under control.
It's kind of like in the sci-fi movies when all of a sudden the AI comes on and it's just like,
the self-destruct will happen in 5, 4, 3.
And you just happen to hit the, the cancel button.
Did you pre-record that, Peacock?
No.
Dire's middle tower
I think
is
you
under
did.
attack.
I think you did.
Giant structures are fortified.
He's only 300 gold off the Ags. 100 gold off the Ags now on the Wyvern.
Dire's
This
middle
is
tower
this
has
is it.
been denied.
There it is. Should be Ags coming out.
Oh my god. Pudge is 700 gold off. I will say that the upgraded Rot is legitimately strong. Like, it's horrible to play against.
Radiant's middle
Especially because you
tower
get the
is
magic
under
resistance
attack.
from the Shroud and the passive as well. So you like don't do damage to yourself anywhere near as much.
So it's 20 mana a second for the Arctic Burn to be toggled. You've got 2 Falcon Blades. Can you get enough? You could get enough mana regen to sustain that, right? Just being Arctic Burn all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it costs like 20 mana a second or something. It's like nothing
second,
on the Wyvern.
yeah.
So, and like sustaining it, yeah, it's not difficult. Especially when you have double Falcon Blade, dude. Easy. Like, he has 1400 HP, mana. It's like,
And Pudge
just think
has
about
Ags
how
now,
long
too.
it would take for him to run out.
So there's 2 of the 3 Ags. 600 gold away for Jinkyu. And kind of close to this
Radiant's top
next item here for the
tower is
Riki and the
under
Manta. Smoke from both teams. See who gets spotted first. It's the Nyx Assassin who breaks. So does the Winter Wyvern. Now they've got the Veil out onto Old 11. They're going to throw the hook. It's short of this Timber.
Yeah,
They're still waiting around the bend, but the damage coming out onto the Timber is pretty significant coming through from the Arctic Burn to the Winter Wyvern. So let's see how both teams want to play this.
You need to not force it, I think. Don't, like, go too far into the other side. You know, like, playing around this mid lane is going to be really important.
Ball lightning in.
Oh my
RP,
god.
it's massive! And they've got everybody on the side of LGD in trouble. That's Faith Beyond, Jinkyu, Innocence, Ame, all gone. See you later. The only one who escapes is Nothing to Say. Oh
they have a ward?
my. And they're
Oh,
going
no,
to
they
go
found the
for
+1.
more. Nothing to Say finally dies, and it's a full
Yeah,
team wipe. They did have that ward on the high ground ready to go.
Oh no, what disaster. LGD like loop round a little bit and start to play in the trees, and Vici just see them the whole time. Oh no. What a disaster. That's not that. I don't think it could have got any worse than that.
Oh. Probably not.
And they're gonna get the Roche as well.
Your Shaman has fallen to the dark.
That's the danger now, where you kind of just, if you lose a fight, you fall pretty far, but we've seen it before. LGD can bring it back. The question is, can they do it again? Because as much as Ame is technically your position 1 and farming really well, you've got Riki, who's pretty far behind when it comes to him against this Magnus. Or him against the Timber, even.
Yeah. They don't farm their way back into the game, do they, on LGD?
Yeah, it seems like they fight their way back
Yeah.
into the game.
It's like a bare knuckle scrap back into the game. Oh
And they have caught Nothing to Say again. Slowing down that Manta once more.
Well, they found the timber, though.
Might be able to get the kill. They will. Old 11 goes down. They're going to ball lightning all the way in. They've got the Soul Bind as well as the Phantom's Embrace. That's the silence on two of these heroes. PYW comes in with a 2-man stomp, but they've got the Winter's Curse for the save. Is it going to be enough, though? Damage, bushwhack. It's there. Onto this Storm. They've got the first life out of his hands. Here comes Poyoyo, who does have an RP. Might want to just throw it on Ame, but won't be able to do it in time. Definitely had an opportunity to do so, just never threw it. Maybe not sure he could get that kill afterwards.
I mean, Storm commits whole mana pool to jump on the Riki and then get to that fight, basically. So when he got there, he's like, yeah, just kill me. Right? But they used the curse on the Nyx instead. So the Nyx dies, and then the Storm still has no mana.
Oh, they caught themselves a Grimstroke. DY is dead.
Here's the bare knuckles fight, you know?
Yeah, pulling it back little by little. 50 kills in 26 minutes. That's an absurd amount of kills.
Look at the radius of the rock. Crazy. When he gets this BKB, I do think the Pudge is going to be really strong.
In onto the Pudge. And they've got everybody coming over to try and finish him off, and they will do so pretty easily.
Cool. There's a gem on the Storm as well.
Yeah, gem on Storm, shard on Timber. So we'll see how Timber can persist. What LGD can kind of do about this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The thing, like, what timing are they going to be going for on Radiant now, right?
Right.
But I mean, the one thing you can say about Vici's lineup is they don't have that like hard one, right? They have the 3+2s as well, effectively. So it's not like a foregone conclusion that going into the late game, Vici is stronger. I actually think when Pudge gets BKB, like I was saying before, he is incredibly difficult to kill. As long as he gets the BKB off, of course. So they don't really do great physical damage. It's only the mag.
Ceremonial robe for the Magnus, as well as the Paladin sword.
Good times. Ceremonial robe Nyx is about as good as it gets for him, I think.
Inkswell, Nyx Assassin coming forward. They do have the Obs and Sentry right down. Riki still doesn't have this Manta. He's behind the Winter Wyvern in farm, who's about to have a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but Riki's not a flash farmer, though, is he? You know, I'm surprised he's going Manta, by the way, as well. I would have thought SMY would have been really good this game, especially up against the Leash and the RP. But obviously the Manta holds value as well. Good damage output still, too.
Who do you give the Shard to on either side?
I think, yeah, he has one already on the Timber, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Grim has one.
Yes, he does.
Maybe Storm?
And so does Magnus. Magnus has Horn Toss right now.
Oh, of course he does. Hell yeah. So LGD going to buy their own gem here?
Does LGD give the Shard to Riki if...
Oh, yeah, I mean, you have to, right?
I think the Sleeping Dart just makes you too strong, right?
Yeah, it is very, very good, the Dart. It's basically just taking someone out of the fight for a few seconds. I mean, the Pudge Axe is pretty good with the save as well, but you kind of want to be using that spell aggressively, especially when you're playing core.
Right. Magnus has a Daedalus now.
There's the physical damage, then.
I'll have the BKB soon. He's picked up Cloak of Flames. And he's just 300 gold away from having that BKB. Nothing to say. He's going to be spotted in trouble. And they've got the silence down as well as the Winter's Curse. This is going to be enough to save. Nothing to say. He's going to blink over to the side. They've got the homing missile coming through. But there is the ball lightning all the way through. And they will get the Vortex kill off. Nothing to say. Look over at Faith Beyond. Bushwhack onto 2. Force Staff trying to run. There's the punch. Can he get the Dismember? Yes, he can. Onto the Storm to finish him off. BKB, not enough damage. But now they've got the RP. Faith Beyond goes down. They'll look over at this Pudge, and they'll take out Ame. 3 heroes that don't have buyback. This is not looking good for LGD anymore.
Pudge has a lot of magic resistance, but unfortunately, now that the Mac has Daedalus, he does take a good punching, doesn't he?
Orchid complete on the Storm.
Oh, he's gone back for Orchid. Okay. It's pretty good against the Wyvern, I think, in particular, though.
It seems like the curses are good. They're just not good enough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
12k lead.
Yeah, they're going to try and take the map a little bit back here with the gem that they picked up earlier.
A Hoodwink holding on to it. Nothing to say, showing mid PYW nearby. And Roche potentially up in 35 seconds. If LGD can somehow get their hands on Aegis, Cheese, and Shard, certainly puts them in a decent spot to kind of pull it back a little bit. But again, we talked about how they're not going to farm their way back into the game. They're going to have to brute force their way back into the game. Bottom lane, PYW. Laying in wait, looking for this Winter Wyvern, who will have level 3 on the Winter's Curse in just a moment, so we'll make that duration a half second longer. BKB picked up by the Pudge, and off that, it's a 4-man smoke. Roche is back up in 22 seconds, so we'll see who catches an eye of this first.
What have we said about second Roche? Speak up.
It wins the game.
The rest of the game doesn't matter. If you win the second Roche fight, all of a sudden everything is just completely different.
Oh, going for the Timber, but they've got the Lotus Orb. It's still going to be enough damage. The Bloodstone is popped. They've got the Leash on too. Sharpshooter comes in, but they'll take out Innocence. Blink Strike all the way back in as Ame is going to be hit with the Phantom's Embrace. They've got the Silence, Faith Beyond taken out by the Storm, as well as this Timber. They'll find themselves Ame, make it a third.
That fight would have been really good for LGD if they got to the Timber before he got Lotus off. But unfortunately, the Pudge used Dismember, and it got reflected back onto him straight away through his own BKB. Obviously, because Dismember's BKB piercing. And then all of a sudden, they just don't have the damage to kill the Timber anymore. And the Storm finds the Wyvern in the backline. Yeah, that's going to be second Roche towards Vici. It's not looking good for LGD.
Down 15k, and you kind of would like them to make a move to try and steal this Roche, maybe do something, but it's almost impossible.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality is mine.
This is like a bare knuckle scrap fight, but you've only got one hand now for LGD.
Death's bounty.
I think you have no hands, you have just feet.
Oh no, the Knicks saw the Ricky.
Let the fun begin.
And they've got him. Nothing to say, ending up dead again.
I feel like the Wyvern's net worth hasn't changed in like the last 5-10 minutes.
It's gone up about 1,000.
Yeah.
Hmm. 21k lead. But so you got upset that I didn't ask this earlier in one game. What's LGD's comeback plan?
It's alright, you don't have to ask me every game, it's okay. Oh!
Alright, Jinq
hang on.
Dead.
This is their comeback.
Out of this?
Here comes the RP!
Old 11, RP coming through. Old 11 trying to survive as the Lotus Orb. Ame in trouble, Ame dead. And by trouble, every time I say that, and Timber is involved, the answer is he's just dead.
Yeah, really well played by Vici. They are crushing this game right now.
Yes. It felt like Faith Beyond's damage output was going to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I
but he just can't survive in these fights.
I mean, this is what we were saying though. They have no like good damage output right on the Radiant side with their 3 cores. Really, it's kind of a lot of like damage over time. Apart from Ricky, but even then, doesn't feel great.
Silence again. Homing missile coming back. That'll hit onto Innocence. They do back off.
Yeah, no reason to force it unnecessarily though. You know, if Pudge has buyback, maybe that's their way of throwing the game, going to the high ground.
Right.
Oh, nice bit of regen. Going to be swapped in here.
Uh-oh.
Do you know, I saw a crazy Storm build from the from Toronto Tokyo yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? He went Aghanim's Refresher on Storm. And he got like these 3-person pulls off into another 3-person pulls from the Refresher. Actually looked pretty good. It's like very game specific, right? But
yeah, for sure. But if it can work, like, especially in a spot like that, it seems like there's definitely a big chance that you can get something done with the kind of control that you get. Ball lightning in with the silence, hook away from this storm, but they're gonna ball lightning look for more. They've got the soul bind, and now Ame's the one caught out of position. And by out of position, that unfortunately means he's forced to pop that BKB and TP out.
Oh, this is the gem.
Oh, they found nothing to say instead.
Oh. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. Do you know what? I was so blind, I thought that was the hoodwink.
Radiant's middle tower.
Not shocked.
Oh.
Hook under the tower, but the damage is still not enough. They get the Winter's Curse. That's going to be onto the Nyx Assassin with the silence hitting onto the Magnus. Magnus being prevented from throwing down the RP.
Oh, the cheese.
And now you are losing Ame. They've got the Ink Swell, and he will end up dead again.
Storm still has Aegis, right?
Yeah. Jump in with the silence on old 11. Tricks of the trade right over him. Ink Swell and the Timber Chain down to the low ground.
They're all so low though on Vici. Like that fight was so close to being good for LGD, and they're like 30k net worth down now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Haven't lost the tier 3. Anything is possible. I say if any game's gonna have a 30k lead get ousted, it's this one.
Radiant's top tower.
Or not.
Oh dear.
Never mind.
Maybe not. Oh no, the
Only
rocket's
missile
coming
hits,
back.
gets reflected. Sharpshooter forward, call down out onto the storm, who will pop the BKB as that Aegis expires right as he's taking some damage.
Yeah, so he doesn't get the regen, which is a big deal. Means they might not be able to sustain their push here, because the Pudge is coming up in 15 seconds. Magnus does have RP though.
Radiant's middle tower.
Vici have 14 unanswered kills, at least, because it was 30 to 20 at one point. It was 30 to 20 at, I want to say 20 minutes. 20 or 24 minutes. So it's been 15 minutes since LGD had a kill. Which is not great. Oh, Ame. It's a bit far out. BKB, Spell Prism now for the Storm. Uses that Dismember, trying to run. Winter's Curse. But there's a Soulbind for Staff trying to run. And they'll do so.
Wait, this overwhelming blink
hook
as well.
On Timber, gets the Lotus Orb off.
Oh, this Pudge
thrown forward. They've got the Horn Toss into the Skewer all the way back, and they don't have a Winter's Curse this time around, but Ame
Oh my god, this
be the cold
rocks.
embrace, and well, Faith Beyond is not going to live much longer. They get the kill into Ame. They'll take out a second the buyback on this Winter Wyvern. They've got the Bushwhack. Do they have the damage to finally get a kill here? 16 unanswered kills. Boomerang.
This Wyvern's like desperately like trying to click away at the timber. Just feels like it's not doing anything.
It's not. Unfortunately.
That's a cute little play.
And here comes the homie missile back at you.
This is Innocence's whole game, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just rockets just flying back at him over and over again.
And then saying eject, eject. Don't worry, Ame's up in a second.
It really does feel like Vici is squeezing the life out of LGD, doesn't it? Like ever so
Yeah, they're
slowly.
not going high ground on purpose. It feels like, oh, you guys want to play safe lane Pudge. That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to squeeze you in the last week.
Very rough. Here we go, the final smoke. Let's see if we can win a fight, guys.
Listening into comms as they're making their moves.
All right, guys, we
They
have
all
to
speak
go in.
English, actually. Yeah.
Make our play. We're smoked. Looking towards river.
I mean,
Green,
Vici just holding
green
the high
leader.
ground.
Ball lightning in. They've got the silence, and they pop the Lincolns, but now they've got the Vortex. They've got the call down coming through on Ame. Pops the BKB, has the cold embrace, trying to survive this one. But ball lightning all the way onto the back line to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. They'll get the kill on nothing to say. They'll take out two without buyback. Now they will go for the horn toss, killing off Jin Q. Triple kill there. And, well, LGD will finally call GG, and Vici will take game one.
So that's 20 kills without return for Vici.
Yeah,
Wow.
at least. I'm not sure if it was 30 to 20 and like 29 to 20 and turned into 30, but it was a long time since LGD had their last kill.
I mean, that felt like a long time coming, right?
Yeah.
That outcome. It did take a little while, but I mean, you have to remember the first 20 minutes of that game